theories. In this class, we are going to study about social theory for language acquisition. It is given by Lev Vygotsky. Lev Vygotsky is a Russian psychologist and was very short-lived, till 38 years, died out of tuberculosis, but wrote down quite a number of phenomenal books, to an extent that the Russian government had banned his books because he was influenced by the Western thought. So what did he do? Great. This is something which he did. He said that a child learns language because he wants to socialize. So social connect was the reason why child learned language. Chomsky said language acquisition device is there. So biologically the child is tuned to learn language. That's why the child learns language. Skinner said because of reinforcement the child would be learning language. Then Piaget would be there, would be saying that the child learns language because there is a cognitive development happening. Schemas are forming automatically, assimilation is happening, accommodation is happening, equilibrium is happening, right? In different stages, sensory motor, pre-operational, like that it goes. Huh? But he said that language is learned because human beings are social in nature. A child needs to connect. That's why there is an internal drive for the child to learn language. It is so important that human babies have to be groomed till adulthood. Understand? So a baby has to be connected with the adult around him. This connection is through language. It is very phenomenal and survival in nature. So the child learns language. What else did he say? He said that thought and language are different. These two are different in nature. Thought develops, language also develops. As the child grows, the child sees certain things and starts labeling them in his mind. He's not speaking out. Slowly labeling them. But still thought and language are not associated. Slow and steady internalization of language happens. He says that internalization of language will be happening, and somewhere around 3 years of age, this is becoming very strong in nature. Now the child is coming up with some amount of output while the child is interacting with parents, or the child is playing himself or herself. That is known as a private speech. Inner speech is different from private speech. So this private speech is very well correlated with the later language developments. The more, you have seen small girls and boys talking to themselves while they are playing. The more this thing is happening, the better is the prognosis of language development, because the child is rehearsing it. After that, there are four mental, he said that there are four mental functions which are there. Four mental functions which are there as a cognitive capability, but these functions are slowly directed towards learning language. Which are the four mental functions? Attention, sensation, perception and memory. Attention means voluntarily focusing upon something, attention. The second is, once you focus upon something, you start hearing, seeing things better. Sensation comes in. Just sensation coming in would not be enough. You have to understand it also. Correct? ଯଦି ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କଥା ହେବା ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବି ତମମାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରୁ କେତେ ଜଣ ବୁଝିପାରିବ ଶୁଣିପାରୁଛ ଆର୍ ୟୁ ହିୟରିଂ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ସେଇଂ ସୋ ସେନ୍ସେସନ୍ ଇଜ୍ କମିଂ but is perception there? No, perception is making meaning out of things. So the child now starts attending things to what are coming in, focusing out to speech per se and making meaning out of those, correct? So perception happens, and then in memory a set of words will be there, sentences will be there, context will be there in which they will be speaking out. So these four mental functions are now focused towards learning language. Okay, that's what Vygotsky said. And then language learning happens. But the great thing about his language acquisition theory, which can be applied to speech language therapy and what makes speech language interventions scientific, is these three concepts. He said that learning language actually happens through a more knowledgeable adult. The child automatically cannot learn language, right? The child needs a more knowledgeable adult who can model, who can support, who can lead the child in a particular way, not force the child. First, MKO, more knowledgeable adult. The second concept which he gave is the zone of proximal development. I tried explaining the zone of proximal development by showing you what the boy does. I asked him that can you touch a particular height? He touched this particular height without any support. Then I said, with effort, how much can you go? So he went till there with effort. That means with effort he can do, but sometimes he will do. Generally he can reach how much? This much. Okay? But when he's jumping, if he jumps and I support him further back, then can he go still further up? He can go still further up. As you go still further up, then that is the maximum which he can attain with the help of a more knowledgeable adult. So zone of proximal development would be between this and that particular line, which came in with the help of a more knowledgeable adult. So here he was saying the child can do something himself or herself. The next point was a maximum capability which the child can reach with the help of a more knowledgeable adult, and the range between this and this baseline and the maximum capability is known as the zone of proximal development. And then there will be area which the child cannot do at this point of time, correct? So he said that look, if you want to plan something, the best and the fastest development will be happening in the zone of proximal development. That is between baseline and the maximum which the child can reach with support of the more knowledgeable adult. You should not be attending this because it will be frustrating for the child as well as for the adult. Furthermore, in this also, to reach from here to here, you have to break up this into small steps, and some support needs to be provided for the child to move further. This support is known as scaffolding. The scaffolding can be when the child is saying a particular word. If the child cannot say it, then we can give a cue, we can give a prompt, we can give a motor feedback, we can give a reinforcement. So scaffoldings are techniques where we reinforce children to go from one step to another step. So how does it get implemented in speech language therapy? I give an example. A child comes to you with a chronological age of 5 years. The mother says he gets beaten up in school, teachers are shouting at him, the teacher speaks a few simple words and not even meaningful words. What to do with the child? You assess the child, you find out that the language age of the child is 12 months. So this is the baseline, which is 12 months. Baseline. Then you interact with the mother and say in any special condition, if some good reinforcement is there, does the child come up with a few words, word combination or some other gestures or some other innovative means? He says that yes, sometimes he would be saying, okay, aam do if the mango is there, aam fridge or chocolate, now or give me chocolate, something like that. 2 words he can say. So I said, okay, that means the maximum when the mother or a more knowledgeable adult is supporting goes up till here, and that is 15 months. The baseline is 12 months. So I take my long-term goal at 15 months. This becomes my long-term goal. This becomes my baseline. I plan my short-term goal in between for 3 months or 4 months, and then I execute my therapy. While I execute my therapy, I use the techniques and methods which are prescribed in speech language therapy, like parallel talk, self-talk, modeling by self-correction, reinforcement, shaping, chaining, etc., etc., which all come under scaffolding. So can you see here how to plan therapy is based upon Vygotsky's model of zone of proximal development. Who executes it is the more knowledgeable adult, that is the speech language therapist. How he does it is through scaffolding, that is by giving proper reinforcement time to time. So this is the greatness of Vygotsky and how his theory can be used for the purpose of planning out a scientific therapy plan, right? That's understood. So thank you.